Hey, what's up? My name is Luke, and today we're going to be cleaning and conditioning my Iron Rangers. All right, so just a little bit of background on this particular pair of boots. They're the Iron Ranger 8085 Copper Rough and Tough. I bought them at the beginning of October 2023. Wore them for like 4 weeks to break them in, and then I brought them to Japan on a 3-week trip. My wife and I were there for a honeymoon, and they were my everyday shoe. I walked all through Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, Hiroshima, and they were great. I think there were 2 or 3 days where I actually didn't wear them, mainly just because they were so wet on the inside from all the perspiration that they just wouldn't dry in one night's time. So I gave them a little bit of a break, but for the most part, they were great. Now I realize it's not great practice to wear them day in and day out, but I brought them to Japan with the intention of wearing the hell out of them and not really caring that much. The only downside of doing that is all of the liquid basically stored in the leather on the inside of the boot from my feet sweating, that was all drawn out, and the salts from my sweat just kind of crystallize on the outside. So that's why it's time to really kind of give these a deep clean, in my opinion, and get them back to a state where they're healthy again. Okay, it's the next day. I've got some fresh clothes, fresh shave, and most importantly, a fresh set of boots. I want to show you some B-roll of the final product, but before I do that, I want to preface with saying the boots are going to look significantly different than they did initially. And you might be thinking, yeah, of course, you use saddle soap, what did you expect? And that's true, but I do suspect there are a few people who watch this video that will think that the initial look of the boots is considerably better than what they were after I conditioned them. And that's totally fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I did actually love how the boots looked before, but I also love how they look now, mainly because 1, I think they actually needed to be cleaned based on all the salt that was caked up on the vamp, but 2, because it's just part of the process. And that actually surfaces a broader, more existential question about what patina actually is in this context. I see a lot of dry boots online, and I read testimonies from people on Reddit who are afraid to condition their boots because they're fearful of what the conditioner will do to the leather once the process is done. And sure, I think there's some validity in that. It really depends on the type of conditioner you use, the type of leather. There are a number of different variables. But I challenge those people to think more critically about what patina is in the boot world. Is it wear and tear on the boots and foregoing conditioning for the sake of how they look now? Or is it wear, tear, and conditioning over a long period of time? I'd actually argue for the latter. Anyways, we'll jump to the B-roll, enjoy the clips. If you have your own thoughts on patination philosophy, let me know in the comments. I'd love to learn how you think about this. But in any event, Thanks a lot for watching. Peace.